Hey, what's up, guys? It's Alex
and Satyank
from the Suave Gang here. Today we will be reviewing and discussing Season 8, Episode 4 of Game of Thrones, The Last Stark. Now, we thought last episode was very polarizing. This episode might be even more so.
I actually believe it's not as polarizing as the last one was just...
Let's say, what were your feelings on Episode 3? Because you haven't been with us for any fucking videos.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a busy man. Episode 3, I would like to say that, it was very anticlimactic, and, 55 nights to shoot one episode, that was, half the time I didn't know what the hell was going on. It was too dark, too fast. What was this shit with the dragons and the clouds? I understood what
that part wasn't great.
What they were trying to do, but, too much. And I understand that the Night King was just a giant plot device. But the fact that you've been trying to build up the Long Night for 8 seasons and just get shanked by one little girl, it's kind of anticlimactic, He was supposed to be such a strong character, and next thing you know, he just got jumped from behind, and then he died.
So what would you get Episode 3 out of 10?
Episode 3,
Yeah,
I'll probably give it maybe an 8. Yeah, I'd probably give it an 8.
That episode, while me and Kush freaked out about it last week, the more we thought about it, the more I honestly don't know how I feel about that episode. I know I like it. I know I'm in the like it category. I just don't know how much I like it, and I think I'm gonna have to wait for the entire season to come out to evaluate how much I actually like it.
I mean, I guess actually no, 8's too generous for how I really feel. I'll probably give it a 7 or maybe a high 6, because I don't know. Maybe it was just too overhyped for me, or my expectations were too high. But I feel like it was fair to have high expectations for this, because, it's been built up for a long time.
Yeah, because let's just get right into this episode. It opened up. John gave a hell of a speech at the beginning.
Oh, shit. I was motivated, too. Yeah. I was like, shit, I should
I'm going to burn some people.
Yeah, shit, I wanted to be in that fight.
So then Daenerys is all sad about Jorah. That bit happened, or she was crying. And I think that loss was... So Daenerys is going Mad Queen. It's basically confirmed.
Mad Queen, but I don't think that title holds the same value as it did to her father.
But it's not more like insane mad. Yeah. It's more
it's out of passion,
Yeah.
That's the Iron Throne was the one thing she's wanted, and not to hurt people. That's not her intention. She just wants what was rightfully hers until Jon came along.
It's more rational. It's more of a, instead of her just flipping a switch and turning crazy, it's more that she's losing everyone. She lost Jorah. She lost Missandei. She's lost 2 of her dragons. She's lost half of her army.
And it's
so she's just getting more desperate.
Yeah, I liked how they built. I mean, they're still setting it in motion, but it's very nice how people are slowly turning against. Varys is not on her side. Yeah, Sansa never trusted her, but
I respect that they never made Sansa and Daenerys friends.
Yeah, because I mean, then again, if they did, I doubt this conflict would come out the way it is right now.
Yeah. And then there's the big party scene. I really like that scene because there are a lot of good character moments to that. I liked Gendry becoming a Baratheon, and that was the first real thing in Westeros of Daenerys actually playing the game and getting lords to be loyal to her.
Yeah, she wants to, what do you call it? Consolidate her position, by giving people lordships that would be forever loyal to her. Tormund was A-class, bro.
Tormund,
I love Tormund.
I fucking love Tormund, and I'm glad that he survived. I'm hoping he has some sort of role in the season, because if we never see Tormund again, it's a waste to not kill him. Why would you not kill Tormund?
That's true. I mean, no. Why,
so that's why I think he has to have some sort of role.
Yeah, I kind of want him to live it out. He's such a great character.
Yeah. But I think Tormund's gonna have a role in whatever Jon's ending is.
Yeah, that's true. You had a theory about it, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I've seen this online, and I really like this, that Jon, so he's probably gonna kill Daenerys once she does something insane, and then Jon's gonna go into self-exile in the north with Tormund and Ghost.
Yeah,
because even Tormund said in the episode, "You should come with us. You would be happier." Yeah. And Jon was like, I mean, yeah, I probably would.
Yeah. On another note, how about Cersei and how she actually got emotional when Tyrion was talking about her baby?
I don't think that was emotional. I thought that was shit, I fucked up, because she told Euron that was her baby, but Tyrion knows it's Jaime's.
Yeah,
She's trying to play off Euron, but
yeah, or no, he did. I think he did strike a chord with her. Like he was right about her kids, and she knows that like if she doesn't play this right, her kid, no, she's gonna get screwed, which automatically means her kid's dead too.
Yeah, she's dead. Do you see Pod pulling in them chicks?
Pod,
what a legend!
Dude, there should be like a mini show just on how Pod like his evolution, into like Podrick.
I really like
Sir
that Hound and
Podrick,
Sansa scene.
Yeah.
I just fucking love the Hound so much.
The Hound and Arya, it's just like best father and daughter.
It's my favorite pairing in the show.
Yeah. I just love this moment in episode 3 when he saw like Arya like getting beaten up and he just rushed to save. That was such a feel good moment, Hound is filled with like emotion. He just doesn't like to show it,
Yeah, and now like the Hound and Arya trying to go kill Cersei together is the Cersei in the mountain is it's perfect. I'm glad we finally got to see the mountain do something after he became a zombie. Yeah. Like all he did was like he squished that one guy's like he pushed his head against the wall and then he tore that one guy's head up and now he like killed like an actual character.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Sunday. Yeah. I liked her death not because of like she was the one to die. Game of Thrones just brought back what like the whole idea of what Game of Thrones is. Like no character is safe,
Yeah.
Miss Sunday, she built it up as if they were gonna win everything, and her and Grey Worm are just gonna go off to Noth.
Mm-hmm. Everyone thought it was gonna be Grey Worm who died. But
that is true. I mean, I feel like Grey Worm's dead too. Like
I think Grey Worm might live it out at this point because I think they're positioning him to be more of a main character this season. He is a series regular. He was promoted after being in the show since season 3, so he has to have some sort of role to play in the end game. How'd you feel about Jaime and Brienne finally banging?
I honestly, it wasn't like done well. I felt like they just did it for the sake of it. They've been building it up for a while and like, all right, we're just gonna put it in episode 4, but like nothing really came out of it. Because next thing you know, Jaime was just like, oh shoot, gotta get back to Cersei.
Yeah.
And
but I think that scene was might be my favorite scene of the episode, where Jaime and Brienne had that conversation when he was about to leave. And people are saying that's a regression in Jaime's character. I think that's him trying to convince himself that he's a bad person because he's done a lot of good. And he's going to go kill Cersei. He's not going to be with her again. He's going to try to kill her. Whether he succeeds or not is yet to be seen. But
wait, was he implying that? Or I feel like he knew he had to go to King's Landing one way or another. Like something was drawing him there. Obviously,
he's either going to try to get Cersei to surrender, or he's going to kill her.
I feel like he's trying to get her to surrender
because Bronn literally just told him that Cersei asked him to kill them.
Yeah,
like that Bronn scene. I don't know how I feel about it. You said you liked it because you felt it was true to Bronn's character.
Yeah, only because he stuck to the definition of what a cutthroat was. No matter how much you've been through with like Tyrion and Jaime, they had their own character arcs like amongst themselves. Finally, at the end, money bought him over, and he's still willing to kill them just for money. He showed like no sentiment at all towards them, and that's what I liked. They kept it raw and like, realistic. Yeah.
One scene I fucking hated. I liked it up until the end when fucking Jon was gonna reveal whose parents were to Sansa and Arya, and then they fucking cut out their reaction. I wanted to see the reaction.
No, I liked how they like because it's all implied, and then again, for all we know, like you don't know how he phrased it. If he phrased it in terms of like okay, I'm half Targaryen or something, he could have said it normally. Oh wait, no, it was Bran who said it.
Yeah, it
right?
was Bran.
So I don't know. I feel like they didn't need to show the reaction.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Sansa's just Sansa and Arya, they would accept him either way, They love Jon.
Yeah.
They probably just gave like, oh, here's even more of a reason to go against Daenerys.
Yeah, and that's why Sansa is trying to get Jon on the throne.
Yeah. Honestly, Sansa should just take it herself.
I think Sansa would be the best queen because she is a really good ruler.
She is. And I don't know how much more obvious Jon has to make it to like let everyone know that he does not want the throne. Like,
but Jon's also a good king.
He should be Warden of the North.
Yeah, so but like, didn't Varys say that like some of the best rulers are rulers who didn't want to be rulers?
Oh yeah, no, or yeah. He said
Something
like,
like
yeah.
that?
Have you ever considered? He was talking to Tyrion. He was like, have you
Yeah.
ever considered that some of the best
He
rulers?
was talking to Tyrion on that boat when Rhaegar got fucking boomed. He got fucking shot down. I always love how bloody they make the dragon deaths.
I mean, they kind of have to,
Because they're so big. They have, like, so much blood in them.
You know, like, throughout the show, I mean, I knew it was dragons, they're, like, mystical creatures or whatever, but it never occurred to me how big of, like, beasts they were until it fell right into the water. I was like, holy shit, this actually happened.
Yeah.
And I only realized, like, how big it really was when it fell in the water, and I was like, shit, this is just more than a death of a dragon. It's, like, a third of our army gone with one dragon.
But, how did they not see Euron's fleet? She was in the air.
Good question.
And also, how did Euron hit 3 shots when it took Bronn like 14 to land one on Drogon?
No, there was no guarantee it was Euron, because remember they had
they
like
did have multiple ships.
Yeah,
I think this would have been more better if they like it would have been better if they showed like 10 bolts and like just like 3 hitting them like each shot.
Yeah.
And
hey, by the way, what do you think's the fate of Drogon?
Drogon, I think is I don't know, because there's some people saying that they're gonna have dragon armor next episode to protect against the scorpions for Drogon.
Whoa.
So if Daenerys dies, I don't know what's gonna happen to Drogon.
Okay. This has nothing to do with Game of Thrones, but I've just heard several times that dragons can reproduce by themselves. So
I think in Game of Thrones, dragons can like switch genders.
Oh no! Oh, they have no gender to.
Yeah, they have
with.
no gender, so they can reproduce with.
But I honestly, I don't think that's a Game of Thrones thing to do. Anything that's too powerful never lasts. You know?
Yeah, I think that like there are 2 possibilities: either Drogon lives and Daenerys lives, or Drogon like dies and Daenerys dies. Like all magic is like wiped out at the end. Like the White Walkers are gone.
Oh yeah.
Like dragons are gone. All that's gone.
Oh, like Daenerys' reign finally comes down when her dragon dies. Like think about it. Like that's her. I'm willing to bet that like it could play out as if Daenerys is like she's wounded or she's like she's falling short of soldiers, and during the war Drogon finally falls and she's like, this is really it. This is the end. Because, like, without Drogon, like, what is she really?
Yeah, she has, like, half an army.
Yeah, which can be easily, like, flanked and taken out, so...
Yeah. This episode, it didn't have much stuff that I, like, loved, but it also didn't have much stuff that I hated. Like, this, to me, felt like Eastwatch or No One, which were both the episode before the penultimate episode of their respective seasons, and they were both the worst episodes of those seasons.
Yeah.
Like, people forget that usually the episode before the big shit, they set up the big shit.
Yeah, I feel like this episode was kind of like teasing us once again, you know?
Well, they have to reestablish this new stuff.
Yeah, but, like, these next 2 episodes better be, like, chop. Like, everything needs to happen, you know?
Like, I've decided I'm not going to judge this season until it's over, because I've had so many feelings throughout the season, from season 1, or for episode 1 being, like slightly underwhelmed, and then episode 2, my hype shot right up to episode 3. It still went straight up, and then it slowly dipped down through the week. And now, if the next 2 episodes aren't good, I think this could rank among Game of Thrones' worst seasons. And if the next 2 episodes are 10s, it can rank among the best. Like, I don't know how well the season's gonna be looking back on it now.
Thinking about it, I feel like as long as they kill who they need to kill, like unfortunately Jaime,
and you'll give it a bullshit ending.
And give like a semi bullshit, not bullshit, but like a bittersweet, as everyone likes to say, including George R.R. Martin. You can't go wrong. Like the season would be good. Yeah. You know? I
mean, I think I definitely have enjoyed the season. I think this is the worst episode of the season, but I still enjoyed it. So let's just get into our... What would you rate it out of 10?
Episode 4, I'd probably give it... This one I'd probably give like a 8.4, 8.5.
I would give this episode a 7.5. There's a lot of stuff that I enjoyed, but none of it enough to make it a great episode. I do think this might be one of the worst episodes of Game of Thrones, but that's still not the same, because I don't think Game of Thrones has any just straight up bad episodes.
Yeah. And honestly, for Missandei's death, I think that was more to push Daenerys over
Yeah.
the edge rather than trying to make a statement. Like, they don't care. They already know that they outnumber her army, and she's only one dragon left. So, killing Missandei, they're trying to prompt her to attack.
Yeah, they're trying to piss her off because Cersei wants her.
Yeah, Cersei could not care less about the
because
people.
if Cersei wins and Daenerys kills a bunch of civilians, her reign is solidified.
Yeah.
Okay, but since you have not been on any of these discussions, what we now do is we go into our predictions for the next episode. So what are your predictions for the next episode?
All right, next episode. All right, I feel like. Oh yeah, Cersei's definitely living next episode. I
would say I think she's dying next episode. I think her and Jaime are gone.
I'm just trying to think of the time pacing, because I'm still trying to think. Arya, Hound have to get there.
Yeah.
They have to have their battles. Like,
well, we saw Jon at King's Landing, and they left before Jon.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know.
I feel like next week is going to be a lot of big moments.
Oh, okay. I have.
And we don't know how long it's going to be because they say 80 minutes for a season for episode 5 and 6, but there's probably placeholder times because they did it with all the other episodes. So this episode could be up to like an hour 30, hour 40. We have no idea.
And okay, I think I got it down finally. Like, simple prediction. Next episode is going to be dealing with King's Landing stuff.
Yeah.
Jaime's dead. Maybe. Unfortunately, he might die. Cersei's probably dying. Mountain might die. I mean, obviously, Mountain's gonna die, but Hound might go down too.
Yeah.
So
I could see even Arya might die.
Yeah. And after that's over, Daenerys might be left, but then the internal conflicts among Daenerys and her own people might be dealt with in episode 6. And that's when Jon might kill her, and that's how the show might end.
Yeah, I think that a lot of episode 6 is going to be either Jon coming to grips with the fact that he will have to kill Daenerys, him killing Daenerys, and the aftermath of that.
Yeah, and I feel like Jon's going to be out of the picture. And by the end of the last episode, he's not going to be
Jon is either going to die or retire, because even in season 6 he tried to retire. He was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm going south.
Yeah.
He wanted to be done with the White Walkers after he got murdered. He wanted to be done with everything.
And by the way, at the end of episode 6, do you think they're gonna have like a little, just a tiny bit of clip, just to be here's just an example of a category of something that they might do. Like, at the end, they might just show some dragon eggs somewhere in like a merchant's ship or something. So do you think they might have like a tiny, not Easter egg?
I think they can have something like that. Like, if they do something like that, I don't think it would be dragon eggs. I could see like far up north. I think it shows far up north, and someone opens with like blue White Walker eyes. I could see something happening like that to show that the cycle will repeat.
Okay,
something like that.
Oh, that would make sense because there was the first long night, and
this is the second, and there's gonna be like a third.
Okay, I feel like that could very well happen.
Yeah.
Or what was the other thing that I was thinking of? I can't remember. It's fine though.
Okay, guys. So tell us what you thought about this episode. We're very interested to hear because this was a mixed episode, to say the best. Like and subscribe. See you next week when we do our Game of Thrones episode 5 discussion. Bye.
Stay frosty.